Yeah. Welcome to the greatest football analysis show that has been going on for 8 years, where no one is getting paid, but the content keeps coming out. Poet.
Well,
What are you saying, brother?
I'm really happy.
How are you?
Good.
Good?
You've got a look. I'm sorry, I like it. I'm letting everyone know. This. I'm sorry. Heavy.
Send me your kisses. Anyway, what I'm
Imagine
saying.
you know that Theo Walcott photo they done of like every single look.
Yeah,
Theo Walcott, and they
yeah.
only started changing pictures. Like, yours, incredible. Like blonde hair, the long hair, the short. You kind of went, nah, bro, I'm loving it.
Mitrovic and Neymar have had bare haircuts as well.
Hello. You're walking on the road with a box of orange juice, cuz.
Rate that. The Ballon d'Or, greatest comment last week was Poet is really embracing the auntie look as of late. But today, no babushka vibes.
Do you know what? To be honest with you, I would have done it, but I had to quickly get out of the house.
Fair enough. Guys, football this week has been...
Hey.
I don't even have a word, an adjective to describe the football this week. It was one big glitch.
Pause. Is it this week? Or is it just football this season?
This season has been... I think it's going to be the... Someone said this is the Prem back. But you know, like the old school Prem. Remember the old school song on Match of the Day? 2000, like Barclays Premier League.
Do you know what? When you look at it, you're right. Do you know why the Premier League's back?
It's a beautiful day. I wanna tell you ITV highlights.
You couldn't have that because you had adverts in between. And Match of the Day never gave us adverts.
It's a beautiful day.
My bro, everyone's got money. That's why it's messed up. When Chelsea came in 04,
now it's like, whoa.
Oh my God, what did we do? But in 2020,
Wolves are buying players.
Everyone's got money.
Leeds are buying players. West Ham got Medarama.
The league is just looking a little bit more even now. Because you might go Villa and lose 7-2. You might just play Man City, Leicester City and lose 5-2.
Empty my bank account. You might. But let's go into Liverpool against Everton.
This is crazy, bro.
Pookie did say 2-2 to be fair. He predicted it. Shout out Pookie with the right prediction. We went from Liverpool to Everton. You have to get lucky when you're about to win the Prem. Up the toffees, have a nice. Everyone's talking about DCL. Well, I can only think about Van Dijk's ACL.
Ooh, boss.
Pookie fixed the game. There's no glitch in the matrix. He fixed the routed match. Pookie got the Man City prediction right. Another glitch in the matrix. Another one. And Matthias Lammers really sums it all up about the Stonewall pen and standing off. And then the offside thing is not wrong. Offside stated. The offside is called after the play is made by the person standing offside and not before. VVD has not made a play from. Anyway, look, it's a long comment. Where do we begin here?
We should go, and I'm realising this, just stick to the football.
Okay, football.
Every week there's going to be VAR madness. Every week they're going to try and distract us. This week,
football.
Calvert-Lewin is better than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Above, we've been saying. England
well, you started it. I wasn't backing it.
You see the jump as well? That was a Cristiano type jump. CL7. CL7. DCL7.
No, but what number is he? No, DCL9.
DCL9. I can see the branding as well. £250 million Diodoro deal. Like, he needs to bring something edgy as well to it, I think, to
something
the
edgy? Go to his Instagram about edgy. Are you mad?
Has he got vibes?
What? Alive! Calvert-Lewin. Oh my God.
He's worse than Bellerin. Is he fashion?
SK vibe maker, bro.
Crep check today, what? SK is. Tiny
you know what you're dealing with?
Come on.
No. Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin, obviously, with the Instagram. Apparently, he's popping up some photos popping up for that.
Are you mad, bro? Are you crazy?
Are you the Zara jacket?
Are you mad? No. It can get deep. It can get... But we can go further.
No, but he's going for that handsome...
We can go further.
Wow, he went for the...
Tom Davis. Watch him and Tom Davis. Alright, this is Calvert-Lewin. What? What you know about that calf? Calvert-Lewin, you know.
Calvert-Lewin.
My brother. Sorry, that was
wow.
Calvert-Lewin. Listen, gal them, start following. Man them, start rating.
I think
Calvert-Lewin.
Hector Bellerin.
I'm a believer.
And Calvert-Lewin would be a great couple.
Bro.
What, he got the pecs out?
He got the pecs out for the gal them.
But he's doing the handsome vibe. Like, I'm not cocky, I'm just...
But you know why I don't mind?
I like it.
Calvert-Lewin do all of that?
Yeah, he's scoring goals.
Because he does his job.
He's got a product. He's absolutely got a product. I mean, bloody hell,
How do you feel? You want Everton to win the league, but you support,
Liverpool.
But you follow Liverpool.
No, I want Liverpool to win the league and Everton and Tottenham. But now, let's go to the sending off of Pickford, though. That was a sending off.
I've watched the game, you know. Tell me.
Poet hasn't seen the...
I was in Sweden, sorry.
The Pickford challenge on Van Dijk is the clearest thread I've ever seen. They never pull it up because VAR called offside. Bruv. ACL torn. Van Dijk is out for the whole season.
Pickford has to leave Merseyside immediately.
I'm seeing a kidnapping.
I just heard some man are coming over from Holland. And the Merseyside gangsters are not ramping.
He might do a little Taken thing. You know, I mean, the Greek guys, Maguire, Ket, everything involved in this, it seems like criminal activity. I think for me, yeah, that was a clear sending off, man. Pickford, horrible challenge. And for some reason, VAR gives the offside, but it doesn't call the red.
But so let me get this straight. Because in my life, this is how simple it is. Be a good person, do good things, you have a good life. That's simple life. But in football, we have game is done, but guess what, Man United will give you a penalty afterwards. We also have, guess what? Get someone out for 7, 8 months. No sending off though. Pickford have a good life. Like football is not here to protect the players. It's not here to protect the fans. It's here to protect someone that will make a VAR decision with Manchester United stands in the back of.
But that makes it even worse,
bro, man.
But that makes it worse. It was meant to be a penalty for Liverpool.
It was meant to be a penalty. Klopp. Stop. We've dog.
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 There you go, my guy.
Hi, Bubs. You're right, mate.
How are you, bro?
Spuds.
Yeah, right, yeah. My guy. Yeah.
How are you, Bubs?
Talk to us, Klopp. What happened with the Van Dijk thing?
Okay, so Van Dijk, the VAR checked if he was offside or not. If he wasn't offside, it would have been a penalty. Then the guy in the VAR room goes,
right,
it's offside, so it's definitely not a penalty. And then he says, let me look at the tackle. And he was like, that's not a red card. And game goes on. So the guy in the room has said it's not a red. Because he's looked at the tackle. He looked first at offside, and he's admitted afterwards he looked at the tackle and said it's not red. So this is about 3 minutes. But what's interesting, if you look at Pickford's face, so 3 minutes earlier, 3 minutes into the game, he concedes a goal. And he's pissed. You can see it in his face. He's really angry at his teammates. He's annoyed they already conceded after 3 minutes. 3 minutes later after that, there's a corner. They don't clear it properly. It goes back in the box. His face, when he comes running out, it's like, for fuck's sake, why is this ball?
Into the game.
Yeah. This is so the red card would have been 6 minutes into the game. They're already 1-0 down. And he's angry. You can see
and
it.
They would have been 2-0 down because of the penalty.
Yeah.
And Liverpool probably would have gone on to win 4-5.
Yeah, because they would have played with 10
You
players.
know, it's just sad for Van Dijk, man. He's out for the whole season.
Yeah.
It's a horrible challenge. I mean, offside or not, surely some common sense prevails here, and you go, that
Exactly.
is. Because what does that mean then? What does that mean then? If a man's offside, I can go punch him in the head and be like, well, he was offside, guys.
Football is not here to
get a
protect
red.
the players. It's not here to protect the fans. It's just a bag of guys with a bag of money making rules every single day.
I think that's a
Upsetting,
It's
horrible
horrible.
challenge.
And every
Upsetting,
football
bro.
supporters out there who's now happy that Van Dijk is out, going, shame on you. Shouldn't be happy
man,
that
no,
somebody's
no.
like that injured.
Look.
You know there's Man City supporters, Chelsea supporters out
But
there.
that's football. I mean, look, that's tribalism in football. I'm not surprised by that at all. I don't think it's horrible.
Feel
and
bad for yourself anyway.
I don't think anybody should celebrate someone's
Poor
injury to
man.
that extent. But you know, I guess it's.
He's 29.
I saw
That could
people
be the end of
celebrating.
his career. If the operation doesn't go well or it doesn't grow properly, he gets an infection or whatever, that could be the end of his career.
Because the only thing is, you see
Because
some of the people that watch it, they're really, really young. They haven't experienced enough life. And it's what Vuj said, it's a tribalism. At 15 years old, mate, I might have done the same thing. So I'm not going to get at them.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's sad, fam.
Yeah.
I've watched Roy Keane get injured in 97, 98 at Ellen Road because of Alfinger Haaland. And then he kept that animosity for like 3-4 years, or like 4 years, innit? And then went to Old Trafford.
Broke his legs.
He didn't really break his leg. He played like the next week, I think. But
He ended his career. He ended his career. Yeah.
Watch
I know,
this.
I know
I'll show
Poe
you.
said don't talk about the VAR, but fam, this Mane decision is hilarious.
Bro, we didn't
What
discriminate.
is offside here for?
Oh my God.
What is
Are they not? But I don't know
His
if they're
elbow.
counting his back off. What about his back
No,
off?
his back off's not offside.
No, but what about that's not in line?
Paul.
Look, wait. That right
this is
there,
what I'm
the
saying.
back off is further. Even the foot right here is further than that right. It's in line. So it's not offside, bro. It's not offside. Maybe it's at the angle, I don't know. But
I think every football pundit on the planet has agreed with you on that. Everyone's saying it's not offside. It should have been a goal. It's just the guy in the VAR room. It's the only one that's
So
saying
let me get this straight. Some people think Liverpool have had a dodgy result on the weekend, despite the fact, and I didn't watch the game. Van Dijk injured now for 7-8 months after a stupid, horrible challenge that is nothing happens.
After
no
6
penalty,
minutes.
6 minutes, no red card. Then there's a goal at the end that doesn't stand. I'm saying to people, remember I said they cut the beast? I think you've cut it even worse
And
now.
Pickford,
I think Liverpool are gonna come back with a
had
vengeance.
3 amazing saves. Pickford had some
No, he did make
amazing
some
saves.
amazing saves as well.
Like Matip had a header. It was amazing, and Pickford was just
and
flying it out.
Richarlison got sent off for a really bad challenge as well.
Alexander Arnold had a free kick.
It was a mad game, mad. But you know,
And do you know what? It's the Merseyside derby. So do you know what? We look
expect
in the
it.
history of Merseyside derbies, or the history of Manchester derbies,
This is-
history of North London.
guys, this is my question.
Go on.
Liverpool without Van Dijk, are they now going to come back stronger with a vengeance? Or does this mean now that teams are looking at Liverpool going, we can get them, they're wounded? Does Liverpool come back stronger from this or weaker from this?
Coffee. What do you reckon?
That's the main question.
Sorry, we are weakened. It's definitely weakened.
Man.
I think we're still going to challenge, but I don't think we win the league now.
For me, I think it all depends on how, despite the fact they've got no Van Dijk, they're still better than everyone barring probably Man City, which is a conversation. You can't just lose one player and then think the whole thing's tits up. You're talking about the Premier League champions, world champions. They won the Champions League 2 years ago. Like, let's not go ahead of ourselves. They just signed Thiago. They got Jota. They've got a good enough team. Honestly, if Man City prioritise the Champions League whilst Liverpool are prioritising the Premier League, I think it all comes down to like what people actually want from the season. No one's going to be able to win everything. The Premier League is so good. It's going to get down to May, or not May, like March. You've got to make a choice.
Yeah.
You're going to have to make a choice. And if Man City are progressing in the Champions League, a part of me that makes me go, do you know what? You can have that, you know. We want this Champions League. Yeah. So, I don't know. I still don't know.
But the one thing is that it's now, with Matip and Gomez in central defence, there is no one behind. So if Matip now gets a little injury again, there is literally a 19-year-old who has to step in, who hasn't played Premier League. We lost Vujic, mate. You know, he went to Russia to play football. And if we'd had Lovren now, I think it would have been a little bit. I would have managed.
I wouldn't even trust Lovren. I don't trust Lovren when you have to give him responsibility. It's like an odd game here and there. A consistency.
Yeah, but the thing is, he would have had an odd game here and there when Matip had an injury or Gomez. But the thing is, we have no replacements now.
It's scary. You've got 2 months though.
I wouldn't have trusted Lovren. I think this is bad for Liverpool. Very bad. But
you've got 2 months, lads, and then you can sign someone in January.
True.
So is it really that bad? Just like basically saying we've got no top defender for 2 months, and then we could buy one in January, and if you don't, then you've got no top defender for the whole season.
I think with this league, it's bad because it's going. You can't.
But this Champions League is
you lose Van Dijk. Van Dijk is new, you know. Van Dijk is like
That's
a
what
Matting.
I mean. You're losing a stone.
Okay, so when you lose a Matting, you still got good team. Like no one in the Premier League has a Van Dijk centre back apart from Diaz.
Yeah.
Every centre back part, we've got 3 at the back. That's not convincing. Tottenham will get onto them. You saw what they done at the back. No one's got a good defence.
Yeah, the backs are very.
So Liverpool losing Van Dijk
right
is not really. It's bad for Liverpool, but in the Premier League, I don't think anyone should be turning around like, oh my God, we got half a chance now. You've got a bit of a chance, but you still got Thiago, Henderson, Trent, Robertson. You've still got to get past Alisson. Yeah. Come on, like you still got to get the ball off these wankers.
And tomorrow is Champions League.
We've got Liverpool Ajax on Wednesday.
Tomorrow, Champions League.
Liverpool Ajax on Wednesday.
You mean Europa League is back?
Yeah.
Arsenal just go to Austria, or do we?
You know what's mad? It still goes down to human error as well. It's mad, and I feel like if you're going to do human error, you might as well just make it human error then. Make humans do it, innit?
Do you know what VAR is? The equivalent of getting lip fillers, getting your bum done. Like, you have to accept things go wrong. Stop looking for perfection.
Look, if your lips are thin, cool, man, run with it.
Run with it.
I got thin lips, gotta love my lips. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man, it's like, you're making it deeper than what it is,
I like that. VAR is lip fillers. I really, really like that. Very, very great analogy from Poet.
Oh no.
Liverpool fans, do you reckon now, can Liverpool still win the league? Do we go for it? Is it going to be harder to challenge? Can Everton now? Look, they're still unbeaten. Everton fans, how are you feeling? Bloody hell. It's just so much to say in that game.
Shout out Carlo Ancelotti though, you're doing extremely well, irrespective of everything.
Let's pay them respect in it.
Yeah, pay Everton some respect. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Pickford, good saves. Richarlison, unfortunate about the sending off, but they're a good side to watch.
They are a good side. And Everton, how are you feeling, Everton fans? But yeah, bro, let's move on to another absolutely mad game. I don't know what's happened this week, man. Tottenham 3, Poet. West Ham free Jack Cullen. The Premier League is a madness. There was officially no rules. 82nd minute, 3-0 Spurs. Bring on Bale, and suddenly 3-3 with the most incredible Lanzini thunderstrike I've ever seen. I love this game. The Matrix is cracking. Spurs unable to finish the dinner for a second time this season. Gareth Bale disaster class. What do you think of Tottenham? You got to start to speak about West Ham. Beat Wolves, Leicester. Now we're draw to Spurs. 3-0 in the 82nd minute. Some strike from Lanzini. Lanzini's goal was meant to be. Even the referee knew it was about to happen. He went full Neo and dodged that beauty of a shot. What an end.
Can I just say my facial expressions was just because I saw a man like Dog about to attack 2 dogs on his ones. Real OG.
Real.
But anyway, back to West Ham.
Spurs looking unstoppable first 20-30 minutes, playing a decent game. And then out of nowhere, implosion. And I think this is a big part of this to play all these results, is that there's no fans. And I think that, because that's that power league, you haven't really got anyone watching you. You go 5-0 up, they score 5, someone does a 2-footed tackle. I feel like anything can really happen. When there's like a pressure element on it, when there's fans, I think that changes the dynamics of a game a lot.
I don't know, because
I don't know. I'm trying to think, Paul, what is the reason for these mad results? Yeah, VAR, whatever, it's dead. But for me, it must be that there's no fans.
I think, do you know what it's reminding me of? Like, you know, like training matches, yeah? When you watch training matches, the results are mad when there's no fans. So it's kind of getting a little bit like that and a little bit chaotic. I think hopefully it will calm down at some point. But right now...
Hopefully not. I want it to carry on. It's mad. They're 3-0 up. Son, Kane on form. Bale comes on. You're expecting, you had a chance to make it 4-2. Missed it. But you're expecting, they're going to ride this game out. 82nd minute. That's incredible. 3 goals. Lanzini mad strike. Obviously, own goal. Unfortunate. You can say a bit of luck for West Ham, but they went for it. And they made it 3-3. Now, does that show something about Spurs being a bad defensive side, or is it just that these are just sort of anomalies that we can't even account for anymore?
Spurs played fantastic pretty much the whole game.
Yeah.
Spurs played well. If you're looking at football and how to play football as a side, Spurs played well. Harry Kane could have got the perfect hat-trick and made it 4-0. Gareth Bale could have made it 4-2. This is the problem. West Ham done it against Arsenal. They're bare physical, they're bare strong, and they win every second ball. They just that you have to struggle to win the first.
They are a physical side.
Spurs overcompensated with bare people in the middle. Every time a cross comes out, because you have to overcompensate in the middle with loads of people, it falls out of the box, it's always going to be a West Ham person. In the box, it's so difficult. That's why they get the first goal. And then the cross comes in. That Sanchez is probably bare nervous and apprehensive. Oh my God, I don't want to muck up. And before you know it, Lanzini's taking his top off to no one. So, I don't know. It's just... I feel sorry for Spurs in this game here because it's more to do with the mentality of the Spurs defence than it is to do with anything else. Yeah. They're just so... Do you know where I'm coming from? Like, how can I talk about Van Dijk? Like, bro, like these guys upstairs at the back and these teams are so nervous and scared. 3 goals in 8 minutes in professional top-tier football.
But I guess at the same time, you got
to
give some respect to West Ham. As you said, like teams have money these days. They've just bought Benrahma from Brentford, who's an absolutely incredible player.
Yeah.
Teams all over the gaff are improving a lot more. I feel like the gap finally is lowering. It's lowering a little bit. Where you're kind of going... It's that ITV Premier League match of the day. It's a beautiful day. That song's playing. I feel like anything can really happen. It's Rooney. Remember that name? Like I feel like we're sort of entering that sort of iconic season. And this is going to be one of those seasons.
The thing is, in back in the day, let's not forget though, the league was dominated by one side or
United,
2 sides max.
Arsenal.
This is not really like back in the day when I think about it. This is more a new age in football where it's like, who's going to win the league this year? I don't know. Who's going to win the league next year? I don't know. That is good. For me, that's kind of good because it brings a level of everyone's even. Whoever can tactically and get the right signings and do things the right way has the biggest opportunity. That's what it looks like we're gearing towards, and I'm all for that.
And I think I'm going to throw it out there. I think Spurs are going to be close to winning the league.
I told man about... Listen, in that game there, if Jose has to go, all right, we need to start being a bit more mentally, solid at the back and win second balls. That's their only problem. West Ham, well done, but let's not get it twisted, fam. You man got outplayed. Should have been 4 at one point. Like, I wouldn't walk away from that game as a gaffer and say, I'll just be like...
Mourinho did say in the documentary, All or Nothing, you got to be a C word. You got to be an aggressive C word. And I think that's what Spurs lack just a little bit. And if they start becoming a little bit more of a C word, shout out to Joey Diaz, comedian, he's fully on that vibe. Look, I'm a C word. I'm going to be a C word. And boom.
And not 24 hours in a day.
Not 24, but like 2 hours and a bang.
Not like Pickford, though.
Not Pickford or Richarlison, because that was a bit mad. But you need to be a bit... I think that's what all Spurs lack to really sort of challenge. But I do see them challenging. It's a mad, mad season. But West Ham fans, Benrahma, how happy are you? Obviously, you beat Leicester as well. You lot, physical side, doing your thing. Can you make Europa League? Are you satisfied? And Spurs fans, you're probably distraught after that result. But I feel like it's not all gloomy. Can you see yourself challenging for the league and maybe even
They're
winning
not going to challenge if they don't get over one thing. Everyone will say this. Spurs wear white, they look very angelic. It reminds me of a lot of people in life. Oh, life is nice. Woo. Life is not nice.
Sweetie pie,
life can be nice,
sweetie
but you have
pie.
to earn the right for it to be nice. And Spurs, you didn't earn the right for it to be nice. You gave away silly goals, and it reminds me of so much people, man. Like, life is tough. Spurs, you need to know that. So when it's 3-0, 10 minutes to go, drop back, be strong.
Do your thing.
Come on, lads.
United Newcastle though, 4-1. United, we fought one missed penalty. They went down 1-0, but then they showed some, they showed some metal. They showed some cojones. I actually saw United's lineup and thought we were going to get back with no Pogba, Donny, Matic, Martial, Greenwood. Seems as though every time Ollie's job is on the line, he turns into Pep from 10-11 season with Barcelona. Van Bissaka crossing it into the top bins. Man U 4-1 Newcastle. Great result after a poor start. Warn those Paris baguette merchants, we are coming.
Come on, Pookie, man. I want to see you happy, Pookie.
United with a win. Pookie, I love your analysis, Pookie. Go on, chat to us.
Relief. It was funny. It's the opposite of Tottenham, because in Tottenham, we had 90 seconds where we were great and then everything went wrong. Here, we had 90 seconds that were awful and then we were quite good after that. The freak goal, go 1-0 down, I was panicking, obviously. And then I thought we played quite well. Everyone other than Dan James played quite well.
You leave him alone.
I'm just being honest, man.
You are?
Smegwire got a header, that was nice.
You like him, really.
Bruno, as Poet was telling me earlier, Bruno's, Bruno. He's really our captain. Absolute hero. The second goal we scored, liquid football. A great team goal.
That was a great goal.
A great team
that
goal.
was a
great team goal. And we don't get carried away. It's Newcastle away. It's a game you expect to win. But it's a good win. Puts me in good mood, makes my week nice, even if, I think we can go Paris and maybe get a draw.
What?
Maybe.
I think you can go Paris and get our win. You think I'm joking? The balance was right. Stop looking at commercial. Oh my God, he's famous. Let's look at what's right for the middle of the park.
My fear.
And you got it right.
Yeah, my fear is just Mbappe and Neymar running at our back line.
But you know what? You reckon their fear isn't Rashford?
No, I agree with you.
Bruno. Pogba off the bench.
It could be like 3-3.
Danny James. Jadon Sancho. Oh, you didn't sign him.
Stop it. Don't do that.
No, but I reckon PSG, they play very average sides every week.
Yeah, no,
Man United are not
average. No, and I mean, De Gea, great save at 1-1. Kept out Wilson. That kept us level. And then, we finished it off late. I mean, it wasn't a classic game, but we dominated the game from start to finish after the first minute and a half, and I've got to feel positive about that. The question really now is, after PSG, our next two league games are Chelsea at home and Arsenal at home. So in 2 weeks, on the 2nd of November, when we're filming on that Monday morning, A-Level's coming up, we will know where United are after the next two games. If we've managed to beat Chelsea and Arsenal, I feel really good. If we manage to get 4 points, I feel good. If we manage to get 2 points, I'll be disappointed. If we've got no points, I will be in.
Can you get 4 points from the games?
I think we get 6.
100% I believe you. 6 points, 100% agree.
Football was so mad this week.
Chelsea's defence, we'll talk about.
Shocking.
Arsenal, I think, is a tougher game probably because you're well organised. I don't buy Arsenal as a top 4 threat yet.
But the look at it is, you say everyone says that, but when I look at this season,
the
only team that makes sense, and I know it's going to hurt you, is Arsenal. We lost 3-1 to Liverpool, which I think most people would have thought. We lost 1-0 to Man City.
And then you won the games you should have
won. We won our games that we should have won, and we won the Community Shield.
Should you beat Man United? That's the question.
I don't know, because I think you lot are better than what you are. This is what I want to see. Bruno, balance in the middle of the park.
With Van der Beek. Yeah.
That's a problem. Yeah. But you know what we got in it?
Party hard.
Cocaine?
Exactly.
Pookie, big up Pookie, bro.
That's what I want to see from United, man. You deserve better.
But United fans, let us know how happy you are about that result. Is it a sign of better things to come? Chelsea.
Oh yeah, shout out Maguire as well. Maguire, after the difficult time that you've had, everyone's well done, Maguire.
He's come down. He's off his come down.
Come on,
the ket has worn off. He's back being his usual self. But Chelsea, this week, this doesn't stop. Chelsea 3-3, Southampton. Attacking wise, Chelsea are very solid. Werner opens the account with 2 solid goals. We briefly get to see what their front four can produce in the last 20 minutes, and Howard's just clasping the ball. However, problems still remain in defence, and I have to say, as a Chelsea supporter, I'm thoroughly disappointed with Frank. How many times does I realise that Kepa is just a liability, nothing more? I'd rather have a goalkeeper than Kepa in there. Christian's thinking about missing something because Ings shouldn't have a clip after the goal. What are your thoughts, lads? Have a nice everyone. Lampard honestly isn't good enough defensively. We'll never get anywhere, no matter how good our attack looks if it stays like this. If Chelsea are not top 3 by January, lamps out.
Wait.
The lamps out shouts are coming.
Wait. A couple of weeks ago, we had a conversation about good black goalkeepers. Where is he?
Where
is he?
Why isn't he playing?
Why isn't he? He wasn't even on the bench.
Maybe.
Pookie Klopp. How come the new Chelsea goalkeeper didn't play?
Why didn't the new Chelsea injured? They bought him injured. I really want that new Liverpool shirt. Let me get the ripped one. Let me go on eBay. Ripped Liverpool shirt. You put it on, your mum's like, why has the Liverpool shirt got a hole in it? Just thought I'd buy it like that. But then you want the new one. And how much did it cost? That cost £40. So, did you even get a discount? No, but just thought I'd get the ripped one.
So let me get this straight. Chelsea have had a whole summer to sort out the goalkeeping situation.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of it,
They bought an injured
they bought a black goalkeeper that can't play,
who's injured.
and then they carry on playing Cesar.
Kepa, that mistake.
Kepa, sorry.
That mistake, or Cesar might as well be in goal. That Kepa mistake and that defensive error from Chelsea, it made fam, I don't know what, maybe Maguire sold the kit to Chelsea.
No, I think my man has probably sold the kit to him. From the time he was telling the gaffer, I'm good, I'm staying on. I'm telling you, if that was my brother Clashford or any of the man them in Tottenham, Broadwater Farm, when they told man to come off, your parents couldn't stop them. But that's another story. Honestly, Chelsea, that Adams goal, a mess. It's a mess.
Werner started, he scored a couple of goals, but that's just good. But that highlight for me is that goal. Defensively, Chelsea.
Like, honestly, when you think about it now, you say Van Dijk injured, you're like, oh my God. None of them man can talk about injuries at the back. And look what the hell is going on.
Horrible.
So it's just like, like if you're up here defensively and them man are there, you've lost Van Dijk, you're there. Them man are still there. You think because Van Dijk's gone, you're going up. Adams, that goal was terrible.
Chelsea's defence, man.
Terrible.
Danny Ings scoring, which is good.
Danny Ings has got.
Ingsy.
But do you know what? If you're Chelsea, you've just walked Kai Havertz, Werner, you go 2-0 up from a Jorginho pass that probably wasn't even a pass. All of these wonderful things are happening. 3-3 to Southampton. Vestergaard getting a goal from a deflected Walcott shot. And Walcott is trying to copy Calvert-Lewin with the head. Like, nah, bro.
I'll be honest, that Jorginho pass, I don't think it's a pass. I think he just lumps it forward. I think he's not looking, he's like, I know Werner's up there somewhere. If I get it over the defence and everybody's like, what a great pass. I was like, yeah, it's hit and hope for me. I've done that in football before. You've done it in it when you're like, that area, if I just hit that area, and sometimes it just goes straight to the player and you're like, yeah, I meant that. Yeah,
You're never going to say I didn't mean it.
Yeah, I meant that, of course. Straight to his foot, come on. And it went, boom. So,
Fun fact.
yeah, fun fact.
Come,
Clock.
oh my God, Toki, you right?
Yeah, she's fine. Come on.
Did you see the dog? The dog. Stop licking my nigga.
Fun fact. What were you going to say?
Two top goal scorers in the Premier League since the beginning of last season is Danny Ings and Jamie Vardy. None of them starts for England. Harry Kane. Let's use Harry Kane till he's on freaking in a wheelchair on crutches.
He needs a bit of a break, innit?
Yeah.
Boys.
It's like Danny Ings and Jamie Vardy scoring almost every game, right?
Vardy retired though.
From England.
Yeah, but Danny Ings not scoring. Wow.
Boys.
Danny Ings not starting doesn't make sense. He just scores.
Scores a lot of goals. Maybe him and Calvin Lewis would do great together, right? The leap he did, if you watch that back, go and watch it. He leaps as high. You remember when there was a meme about Ronaldo when he jumped at Yeah, he's literally his crutch is at the head height of Robertson.
I need to eat food.
Robertson is like got his bum in his face when he leaps.
I like a bum in my face.
Yeah.
Fresh out of the shower from a lady.
From a league.
Fresh out the shower. Fresh out the shower and vibes. Guys, let us know about Chelsea's problems. Ings, Calvert-Lewin, can they be the next Emil Heskey and Owen? You never know. The greatest partnerships. The next Andy Cole and Dwight York.
The next Katie Price and Dwight York.
Shout out Katie Price, man. I saw her veneers. Her teeth were like,
Is it?
horrible. But anyway, look. COVID. Man City 1-0 against Arsenal. Pep got his jumper back. I think Man City might win the league again. And that comment for me wins it. City are going to win the league. Pep's got his Zara jumper back. I think they must look at the tweets, you know. They see what's trending and they're like, his PR team's like, yo, get your jumper back. So Twitter can say you got your jumper back.
I think realistically, they just don't like getting the abuse. So I think you're right. I think they went Zara, got a deal, made sure they got a
20% off.
So,
The Italian guy behind the counter. Student discount? Yeah.
Super Pep.
Yeah.
He got Foden to go in.
Foden got the student discount on Pep's jumper.
From his brethren.
100%. By far our best player against City. Battling Quentin from left, was unlucky not to score. Also nice to see Partey come on. Arsenal unlucky not to get anything from the game. What did you think, Poet, about this game?
It's a bit of an interesting game. I definitely saw Pep just school Arteta a bit and say, I think I know what type of approach you're going to use. We've worked together for a long time. Yeah. So it was a battle of the wits of two people that knew each other very, very well. So it's never going to be that really interesting spectacle of loads of goals. If you take a look that we lost 3-0 their last time this season, it's improvement, isn't it?
But this situation was mad. Nico De Perry. So we aren't going to talk about how Aguero put his hand on a female ref's neck like she was his baby mum. That was no rules. Ay. An amazing thing that did happen though is Aston Villa. 1-0 against Leicester City, and Abgian Kagaria says Emi Martinez is the best signing of the season along with James Rodriguez. 4 consecutive wins for Villa now, 3 CS for my boy Emi. This was a relegation battle team last season. If Leeds win Tuesday, Villa, Everton, Leeds all go up. What's this, parallel universe? I agree.
It's the English lads.
It's the English lads,
It's
isn't
a
it?
night out.
Villa's a night out.
It's a Villa's a night. Look at this.
Mykonos.
Tag that. Mings, Johnny Cash, McKinsey, Barkley, Grealish, a little Watkins.
Now Villa is lads. Ayanapa.
Yeah!
Ayanapa 2012. Do you really like it? Did you really like it?
I loving it. But you got to have the token black man. Who have they got?
No, I mean...
Traore. Oh my God.
I honestly really like Ross Barkley as a player, and I've always liked him. I think he's physical and very direct, and technically he's a good player. He
didn't look like he knew what position to play for one. But a bigger problem as well, he left Everton on a free to go to Chelsea.
Yeah.
And it was like, maybe you should have left when you was at your peak. Leave when you're at the peak of your powers. Don't like the best seasons are behind you and then you go on a free. Because that season, I can't remember, but I don't think he was great that season. I think some of the seasons before we were like, he's a good player. And then he goes to Chelsea, it's overpopulated. He might be a little bit insecure seeing the Kovacic's and the Genios.
Yeah.
Go with the lads.
And now
English boys.
Mykonos, 2012.
What do you reckon? England for him next year?
Yeah.
With Mason? Nah?
No. Barkley, Grealish, mate.
Grealish. Come, Pookie.
Not ahead of Grealish, but I'd put him in the team.
Would he get in the squad?
In the wider squad. Barkley for the wider England squad.
Steve-O just messages right now, you were in the Matrix. That Barkley signing looks decent, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, Barkley's, you're right. To get out of Chelsea where he just wasn't going to get a game in that crowded kind of midfield and attacking players they've got, he's a really good signing for Villa. I'd like him in the England squad, but you're not going to start him ahead of the Maddisons, the Grealishes, the Sterlings. We don't even really play with a number 10 at the moment in England. It's almost a 3-4-3 anyway, so you can't really play Barkley in the middle of a 2 with Henderson, can you? I think that's too wide open. But, you know, Villa are doing great. I love Watkins. I know I've been on about it, but I love Watkins.
Such a humble guy. Do you know, he said in an interview like a couple of years ago, my dream to play for Arsenal, but it might not happen. Remember we said at the start, I think we were asking us, what do you reckon top 4 is going to be? I said, I don't have a clue. I said from the start, I don't have a clue. I just want Liverpool to win the league.
It's absolutely madness. Nothing makes sense, you're right.
You might as well just stay here for a few more of these moments.
Pookie,
Palace Brighton 1-1.
No, let's break the rules. Pookie, you sit down, and I'm going in the middle now. Yeah. Let's break the rules.
Beautiful. Palace Brighton 1-1, Paul.
Wicked.
But battle of that. This is like a South London derby, but 1-1. Sheffield United 1-1. Fulham. Mitrovic missing a penalty, which is not
no
nice.
Way!
Yeah, but look at this table. The season is completely open, Dot says. It's truly anyone's now who can keep their squad healthy even while playing like 2 games a week almost the whole year with how many damn competitions there are. It's going to be nuts. Whoever has the depth and tactics to pull it out will take it.
I respect that.
Who would have thought after 5 games we'd have Everton, Villa, Liverpool, Leicester as the top 4?
Nobody.
And Villa have won 4 and 4, not 5 and 5. But still.
Booze, didn't we say one thing though? We did say this time now, because there's no fans and all that, you got to be a baller.
It's the note. You got to be a ball.
You got
we
to
did say
it. You still got to kick ball now.
This is a very now it's like a football-based league, isn't it?
It's not based upon
who plays.
Who's the most popular.
It's not.
Who's not the most commercially successful.
Yeah.
It's like, let's kick ball. Today, who fancies kicking ball? And I like that. We're going to the park, and I know you're the best footballer, and I know you're better than everyone, but today, you're just not the guy.
And also, the element of no fans mean there's no home advantage.
No one's got the advantage.
There's no added advantage. It is all literally, as you said, this is the best, I think the biggest potential footballing and best footballing season. Because it's about the football. It's about football and who turns up on the day, each day.
And who's able to motivate themselves. Like, no fans, no 12th man. Like, you got to look at yourself. Like, get a mirror and go, I got to step up today.
The chakras have to be aligned. It's mad in the Prem. Let us know your predictions, man. Who can win it? Will there be a surprise winner?
Sorry to cut back,
go on.
but so many ballers. Like, even in these 4 games here,
Yeah.
Lookman, shout out Lookman, just coming back from Germany. Was it RB? Was it RB?
Yeah.
Nice to see. He's an Everton boy, former Everton boy. McAllister, he's the Argentinian boy.
Scottish boy.
Bruv, Argentinian Scottish, mad thing.
Imagine being called Alexis McAllister and you're Argentinian.
Blood. He's really from Scotland, Braveheart team.
Man.
And then Zaha, still at Crystal Palace. I'm just like that. There's ballers everywhere. And they're all doing their thing. Oh, sorry, it's off again. I love you, Pookie, man.
But look, Euro trash. We go to Italy, AC Milan beating into 2-1. Milan needs some love on Euro trash for real, under 25s. Taking over and Zlatan Button bossing it, 2 goals from Zlatan. The Milan derby was Zlatan scoring a brace into AC to a win. Man is 39 years old and absolutely killing it. Is he the greatest DILF to play?
When did you make that up? Listen, he's still got coronavirus.
Zlatan got corona, tweeted, "It cannot defeat me." 2 weeks later, out of isolation, bangs 2 goals in a derby. Greatest baller. I think he might be the greatest footballer to live.
And you know what?
As a character.
I just want him
39.
afterwards to just go back to Bosnia. Let them really know.
It's not Sweden.
He's not Swedish,
Bosnia.
man. Honestly, I love you, Sweden. I love it, but them man there, I was in Sweden this weekend. There is not one Ibra about. And if I go Malmo, I might see a couple characters. But in a whole, he does not represent Sweden. Go back to Bosnia.
Yeah, he hasn't got the blue eyes, blonde hair thing going on. He's got that. He's got the nose. We know about the nose. I got ratings about my nose last week. It's a bit on the bigger side. Bulk and shit. Do you know what I mean? Eating that burek and yogurt.
Bulk and shit.
Rakia in the morning. Coffee. Oof. All right. And a cigarette to start your morning. But look, we go to Spain though. Cadiz beating Real Madrid. And Barcelona losing to Getafe 1-0. Highlight for me is a Real Madrid shirt. I didn't keep up with this. I couldn't keep up with all this football, to be honest with you.
I was really happy that Getafe loaned Juan Mata from Man United. He flew over to Getafe, quickly scored and came back. And they beat Barcelona. I'm happy about that. God forgive me, but I'm beginning to care less about out of Europe now. And England
Because England is so exciting, isn't it?
We've already done Brexit, so now I don't even feel like I'm part of Europe anyway. And in the English league, West Ham signed Ben Rama. I support West Ham.
Mikey Zenios. We'll go to comments, a few additional comments. It's a long show today, boys. Plot twist, everyone walking past are just extras in this show, and they're out there for the sole purpose of Poet shouting, Wagwan, my brother, hashtag Matrix. Everything fine about this show, but can Poet and Rouge do this show on a cold night, rainy night in Stoke?
We'll DM them. I'm going to DM Stoke and say, can we do it on maybe not a cold and wet night, but we'll do it on a night anyway.
Rouge philosophizing is off chop. Such eccentric ways of thinking. Man's post-nut clarity must turn him into Buddha. I'll be honest with you, check my Amazon reviews, it does. 100%.
I'll be real, man.
Post-nut clarity for me, I'm like, whoa, man, shit. A Jamaican Russian showing up definitely has to be a glitch in the Matrix.
You win, Cairo. Hey, Cairo gang.
This audience so much. Big up my Peruvian Tio uncle making moves on the show. We have a drink called pisco that is a delicacy that can only be made in Peru. Chile is bound by law to call it something else if it's not made in Peru. Us Peruvians call it to window cleaner. I dated a girl from Chile back in the day. Her family loved that I was English, and I realised I was half Peruvian as well, and were not happy. Her 5'2" uncles tried to fight me, but I was carried on hitting it anyway because she had a man back off. We had a nice.
My guy.
I didn't know about this Chile-Peru rivalry. I was check out the Friday show. A Peruvian man came and chatted to us for no reason. He was amazing. But yeah, I didn't know about this history. Apparently it's a mad history. Bro.
Yeah, bro. When he said it, I was like, huh?
Mad.
Really?
Klopp
I wish I got that.
Klopp bleeping everyone's cussing but forgets his own. Klopp is the man.
He's God though.
Check out Klopp's Instagram. Here it is popping up. Follow him. He's trying to get to 7,000 followers.
What are you on now, Klopp? We're trying to get Klopp to 10.
He is promising that he will send nudes.
If he gets to 10, he will send nudes of the dog. I know.
Oh, no.
It's mad. If dogs had Instagram, would they send nudes?
Guys, thank you for watching. Have a nice.